I'm born and raised Southern. I support the South.
There has been an effort on the part of white Southerners to keep the Civil War alive.
It is probably more of a Southern thing, but I think it's not us against them type thing. It's just the history of the South.
The purpose of the event is really to honor, the lives that were lost then and what was being fought for and the freedom of it all.
To me, watching or hearing about the reenactment every year is almost the equivalent of a sore loser saying, but I want to continue to be reminded that this was the way of life.
Without organizations like ourselves, those individuals, for what they stood for and the bravery that they did would be forgotten.
Folks from the South don't like to admit, I think, that slavery was the issue.
After all, who wants to say that their ancestors fought to keep people slaves?
That they fought for what they believed was right. It was not for the perpetuation of slavery.
Our forefathers believed in the ability and the right to represent themselves.
The whole deal with slave states had nothing really to do with the black people. It was the voting power in Congress.
Okay, the Civil War basically was states' rights. States' rights.
But what was that state right? Was it for tariffs or what was it? I wasn't for continue the practice of slavery. It was to continue the practice of slavery.
The record is clear in those state secession conventions, those that we have, that slavery is the top reason.
The one thing that, about slavery is if it was so bad, why did you keep your master's last name?
Some people still, they look at it as a black and white issue. Some people still do that. But most people in the community know that Aleste is not for that purpose.
The Confederacy comes to symbolize white supremacy. The memory of the Confederacy symbolizes white supremacy.
There's some people out here in this town, I don't know how many people you've met here, but there's some people who love killing some people at the end, not to mention starting it out with a good lynching.
As a taxpayer, it's not something that I think that the majority of African Americans would want to see this type of thing, because the state is sort of supporting and sanctioning this by providing, when the parks provide a place for it, a venue for it, when they provide all of the public safety officers there.
I think they just really don't care. It's just going to be their way or no way.
If you don't like it here, go back to wherever you came from, whatever country you feel you belong in.
This war is not over. We've been under Reconstruction now for 150 years to various degrees. And it's killing us. It's killing our people. It's killing our spirit. It's killing our culture. It's killing our children. And the only way to get out of it is through secession.
Confederate flag with affection, reverence, undying devotion to the cause we stand.